Tifa Lockhart, is she any good? Well, I tried playing the red-green version here where I had Monstrous Rages to buff some of the creatures that didn't have trample, like the chocobos off the Bristly Bill counters and shit, get it big and get it trampling. I played Self-Destruct. Anyway, the deck was absolute dog. So I moved to green-black instead, meaning we're playing Tifa. Again, down here, 3 copies of her, 3 copies of Bristly Bill. So landfall is our game. But this is much, much better because it has an alternate game plan. So let's talk about the deck. First of all, thank you to Wizards of the Coast for inviting me to the early access event where we get to play with the cards early on Arena. This is the Final Fantasy one, so you're meant to try and play as many Final Fantasy cool stuff as you can. Our deck hinges around 2 Final Fantasy cards, Tifa Lockhart as a deadly threat when you play multiple lands at a turn, and Traveling Chocobo, which says you may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play lands and birds from the top of your library. If a land or bird you control entering the battlefield causes a trigger ability of a opponent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So in essence, a land will make Tifa double, then double again. If you play a failed passage, it goes double, 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 which is a lot of damage. It goes from 1 to 2, from 2 to 4, from 4 to 8, from 8 to 12.
Now that's a lot of damage!
That's the exact same math for Bristly Bill as well, because you go put a counter on her, with her doubles still on the stack, you sack the failed passage, put a counter on her, she's now 3, double that to 6, double it to 12. That's less than what I just said for Chocobo, isn't it? It's still a lot. Anyway, these cards also all play very well with Mossborn Hydra, which is landfall, double the number of counters on it. So Chocobo means that one land means that it goes from a 1 to a 2 to a 4. A failed passage means it goes from a 1 to a 2 to a 4 to an 8 to a 16. Very similar to Tifa Lockhart, really. And then we've got other stuff. The other combo is Iridescent Vine Lasher, where you ping them from putting lands into play, and Chocobo obviously doubles the pings on that. So if we have 2 Vine Lashers in play and play the failed passage, it's like 1,000,000 damage. Aftermath Analyst allows you to play a load of cards at your bin by sacking it to bring all the cards back. The deck doesn't self-mill enough for Analysts and 3 cachet grabs. There might be a way to make it mill more, but as we're going to see, is that this is like the final deck list that I come to towards the end of the video, but over the course of the games, I'm iterating and changing and fixing it to play into the overall meta game that we're looking at, but also fixing some of the glaring issues, like how many basics should I be running, which is still too few at this point. Interesting question, right? But in essence, I was playing a lot of mid-rangey, high-endy shit initially, and then I started cutting it all to play more interaction, cut down Gothro's Duresses, and poison the waters. A crafty way to kill those fucking annoying X1s, but also to look at a player's hand and rip a Sephiroth out of it, for example. But Snakeskin Veil to try and save Tifa Lockhart or Giraffe Chocobo from a removal spell or Bristly Bill. Because removal spells are what this deck fears the most. Tifa Lockhart is a 1/2 after all. She dies to a Stiff Breeze, and by Stiff Breeze I mean a Burst Lightning. And that's kind of the deck. It's a variation of a thing I played on the channel before that I really enjoyed. I absolutely love this little lizard assassin with his whip, just like whoosh, whoosh, every time you play a land. There should be a sound effect on Arena where it cracks his whip, but it doesn't, because wizards are cowards. They're cowards, I tell you. But it's kind of souped up to have this aggro plan now, where like, when you play Tifa, the opponent is like obligated to kill her, because there's situations where you just turn her into a 12-power creature and smash them in the face. And when you've got the reach, the pinging of Vine Lasher, that is scary. Is this deck good? I don't know. It's not as good as the red decks in current standard. And as you're going to see from some of the games as well, there's quite a nasty white-black deck running around using all the new Blood Artist and Sacrifice effects and stuff. That's pretty strong. So, no, I don't think it's going to take anything by storm. But it certainly is fun slapping people with the fan service from Final Fantasy VII. We're going to crack on with some games. You're going to see me iterate as we go. But first, here's a message from today's sponsor, because I need to pay my fucking mortgage. Last year I got really on top of my health, which included calorie tracking and regular gym visits. But I still like the odd tipple, the odd occasional cider drink. I sound like an old man, I don't know why. And that's where Z-Biotics comes in. They are a pre-alcohol probiotic drink, which is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to help tackle that rough morning after drinking alcohol. How it works is pretty simple. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's the blame for your rough next mornings and dodgy tummies. The pre-alcohol enzyme that you drink before having a beer, it helps to break down this byproduct. It's helped me to have a couple of drinks with friends and still get to the gym the next morning instead of skipping it like I'd done in the past. You just have to drink the Z-Biotic pre-alcohol and drink responsibly and you'll feel good the next day. My wife and I now use them before we go to weddings and nights out. It's great for the holiday season. It really helps to combat that dicky tummy you can get from booze. Pace yourself, have a Z-Biotic before you start, drink some water, get some good night's sleep, and you feel right as rain. Click the link in the description below to get 15% off your first order at checkout, and they also offer a 100% money-back guarantee if you're not satisfied for any reason. Thank you to Z-Biotics for sponsoring this video. We have been paired into Saffron Olive himself. And we have a hand that has a green source, but it's a slow green source. We keep this anyway. We can go Iridescent Vine Lasher into a Fabled Passage, do a bit of damage, and then get hopefully a third land for a Chocobo, and then maybe one of our actual combo cards online. What Shit, with our beloved Saffron Olive Beyond. Vivi, will he be trying to Tifo us? Is he trying to get the cactus into play? We have first turn, which is sad. I'd rather draw a card than play this. We really want to hit a forest here. This creature dies, make a black-green insect token. Okay, we hit a forest, which is pretty good. I think we play an analyst here. Go milling, hit 2 lands and something else. Essentially, non-lands in our bin don't really matter. We don't really have any ways to play with those. Nesting Bolt. This looks to be one of the aristocrat decks, right? Playing Sephiroth or similar. We hit another analyst. I want this video to pass to go and play untapped so we can use the analysts to good effect. I think I cachet grab here. We get a tap land, which is pretty funny. We'll get the mortuary, play the mortuary. We're going to surveil another land of the bin. It makes our aftermath analyst better. No attacks because they can triple block down and kill the analyst. And they just get value out of it too because all these things die and make bodies. Play some form of soul sister. So when they sack things, whenever a creature enters the battlefield, they gain life. If a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. They play another body that makes bodies. Up for a block here. These are just like 1/1s, right? They get some start your engines. They get a body, they gain life. We drew a 4th land that doesn't enter tapped. Okay. So it does enter tapped. Sorry, I misspoke. I think we're on trying to Vine Lasher combo them here. So we're going to make 2 Vine Lashers. Our graveyard has 4 lands in it, which is 8 damage at the moment. With a Chocobo, that's 16. Another land to the bins, that's 5 lands, that's 10 damage, 20 damage with the Chocobo. So we need to Chocobo into Aftermath Analyst activation, which is a little way off. No attack. The insect flies, which I didn't realize from the infestation stage. Just making bodies will push Saffron Olive's life total further towards us not being able to kill him. Okay, the sack outlet means we are just ruined, I think. They can sack these 3, that's 3 damage, another 3 damage from the bodies, another 1 damage here. That's 7. We get with a 2/2 of Death Touch and a 1/1 fly. I'm going to say no block. I don't even know what started their engines. This gets +1/+0, sure. Okay, we'll play the Chocobo. If we don't find a land on top, we'll play this land here, which will get 4 triggers thanks to Chocobo doubling the triggers. We just need to make sure we don't get combo killed with like all the damage. Because this thing gets so big, we have to block this next turn. Must do a lot of blocking, to be honest. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. This gets blocked. 6, and then it sacks the whole board. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 damage on board right now. It makes 3 bodies, put them to 17 life as well. I think we're alright to just let everything hit us except for the Bartolomeo del Presidio. Arishan City makes them another body here. It gains them a life to 15. Sephiroth means we're just dead. Oh man, that was such a strong draw. We'll let him play it out. Sephiroth is a Blood Artist style effect in itself. Whenever another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. This happens 4 times, you have to flip him. When you flip him, it becomes a much bigger version of himself that gives you an emblem with the same effect. So we just die now because we've got double Blood Artists in play. We're 1 turn behind killing him, because activating the analyst with the Chocobo in play and the Iridescent Vine Lasher in play would have killed them. Drawing 1 of our removal spells to kill a Sadistic Pilgrim would have been pretty sweet. Telling the Pilgrim would have been actually massive. We'll be able to kill Bartolomeo before they have 2 Blood Artists in play as well is also an option. Cut down being obviously terrible at that, so we won't go for the throat or Bitter Triumph. Right, I guess we'll try on to the next one. The Black-White Aristocrats deck seems legit. I've noticed a couple of the actual Pro Tour players are playing it, while I'm over here just trying to play with my beloved Lizard Assassin. Close, but no cigar. Got 3 lands, none of them produce black, but this Demolition Field will eventually. 2 drop into Traveling Chocobo. Tifa, Lockhart, and Traveling Chocobo is pretty good. We have a Leyline Axe on like the red-white equipment deck, I think. We'll play a tap land and pass the turn. Kemba is going to equip the Leyline Axe. Should play the rest of this cottage first to have access to black. That was actually really bad from us. Sure. Actually, I think that might lose us the game. If I just paid attention to the card we'd drawn, we could go for the throat the Kemba here and then not have a Kemba like running at us with a double strike. An actual massive fucking punt, actually. That's a lot of double strike over there. Okay, we get hit for 4 here. And then 4 again, down to 12. 8 plus 6. Are we just dead? Are we just dead? Yeah, we're just dead. Okay, cool. If I play the Black Source, got to first strike that, that's 8 damage knocked off there, we can then play a game. But me playing the wrong land on turn 1 actually ruined things. And on turn 2, I still tried to develop my board by playing a body, which is also incorrect. Magic can be really punishing, especially in best of 1, where you don't really get a chance to come back from it. But it's true in best of 3 too. You can play your ass off in games 1 and 2, and then game 3 you can punt the game into the sun like I just did. Rough stuff. We got double Bloodgust now, which kind of sucks. I actually think Bloodgust is just bad in this deck. I'm going to cut it after this game for something else. We'll give this a go. We've got Tifa plus Bristly Bill, and that seems pretty good if we hit another land drop. We have 2 dead cards, so we're on a mulligan to 5, basically. But that's part of the iterative design process of playing a deck and learning and improving it, right? Like transparency that I probably didn't talk about in the intro is that I'm off to London to do some content tomorrow, so this is the only moment, Field Passage is very good here, this is the only moment I'll get to play is this evening on the Early Access event, so I'm just like looking to play the deck list that I thought up earlier today and reiterate on it as we go, and it's hard to get there, that sort of thing. This gives our hexproof from, right? Yeah, it doesn't give protection, which is pretty big for us. Let's go Tifa, Lockhart, and hope they don't have a red removal spell here. We could have waited until we had Snakeskin Veil alongside it, but I don't think we have that time to wait. Delny grows the Regal Bunnycorn. They attack for 3. No blocks. Take 3, get a 16. We untap, we play Bristly Bill, we play Fabled Passage, we put the counter on first, we resolve that counter, goes on, and then before we double her power, we're going to put another counter on. So we're doubling 3 into 6 into 12. Get a swamp swing cast these bloody Bloodghast that are stuck around. Row her again. She goes up to 6, goes to 12. And then we attack for a whole bunch. So there's the basic combo. That's actually, that's pretty decent. Bit soft to removal and similar. That's what I had in my early games with the red-green version. Taking them to 8 here. If we hit another Fabled Passage off this Cachet Grab, we're laughing. If we don't, if we hit just a normal basic land, then at least we get to go to 4 to 8, and that does present leak when they have to block. Now, they could have interaction. I'd assume they're going to have interaction. No, they're going to play more and more bodies. This will draw them a card. They have to discard a card, but they don't if they have a 2-power creature. What they do with Downey. That triggers twice because of Downey. Oh, they're drawing a lot of cards. I wonder what the new Final Fantasy cards are in this. Probably the equipment, maybe. Some of the red-white equipment matters stuff. In for 5. Okay. We're going to go to 11 here. We're going to put a counter on Tifa with Snakeskin to get more power out of this. So we're going to Cachet Grab, and we're going to look for a Fabled Passage, hopefully. We didn't hit one, but we did hit a land. Now, Aftermath Analyst is pretty good, but I think we go land instead. If we make it 4, 5, she comes to 10, they can block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of it and go to 5, or they just block 2 of it, 3 of it, and go to 1. Blocking 3 of it would be like Skrell plus the 2 split screens, and that's 7 damage on board still. Okay, we're going to do that. So we're going to make her hex-proof and give her a counter. Not Shroud, importantly. Make a Great Arishin thingy, put a counter on her. Now, they can group block down and kill her, which is an interesting situation.
Another one.
They block with 1 Split Skin Doll, 2 Split Skin Dolls, and a Delney. That will kill her, but it will also do 4 damage to them and kill 3 of their creatures on their board. Putting them to 2 as well, which means a Bloodghast is lethal. Regal Bunnycorn gets a lot smaller too because of that. See, the Tifa thing is pretty solid if the opponent isn't killing it, but most decks are going to be killing it, right? The red deck's going to play Burst Lightning, which she's susceptible to. You kind of need to get a counter onto her with Snakeskin or Bristly Bill or similar, and then it's a bit easier. Stadium Headliner. That card does direct damage to target creatures. They don't have the mana for it right now. We're going to take 4 here. No blocks, take 4. We end up and we don't draw a land. We play Bloodghast, they're going to have to block with something. We go Bloodghast, we go Analyst, mill 3. We'll go to combat. Their Bloodghast has haste because they're sub 10 light. Who do they throw under the bus here? They throw a Stadium Headliner under the bus, which is good for us since they have an onboard removal spell. Aftermath Analyst, when we activate her in a moment, is going to make only 3 lands, 3 counters onto Bristly Bill, which make him a 5/5, which they can easily block with all their stuff, but it can block their Regal Bunnycorn, I guess. Also brings back the Bloodghast in our graveyard. What is this? Double Striking Vigilant 2/4. When it enters or attacks, should one target creature it's suspected, exile it, otherwise suspect it. Oh, I'm just dead. They just made both our creatures on to block with 2 triggers thanks to Downey. That was pretty good. I don't know what the new Final Fantasy cards were here, but that's not something I'm going to complain about too much, if I'm honest. Our deck only... Well, okay. Our key card was Tifa, but we've won some matches earlier off camera where I just kill people with the Mossborn Hydras, so you can't complain about that too much. Close game, I wonder if we could have done something different. I guess the Bloodghast just not being in my deck in my hand would have been significantly better. Like I said, we're going to cut those Bloodghasts. There's 3 slots there. I think we just go up on the things that we think are good. Another Cachet Grab, another Snakeskin Veil, and another removal spell. Probably just a 3rd copy of Go for the Throat. Maybe I do want another Duress. Yeah, over Snakeskin Veil, we'll go 1 more Duress, 1 more Go for the Throat. After all, finish those. Right, let's try again. Our hand can't cast the Duress or the Vine Lasher. I think we're hit our 3rd land drop, demo field them, make a black source. Might even just hit our 3rd land being a black source, so I'm going to give this a go. It's another one of the black-white aristocrat decks. Sure, they seem very popular. Might be the breakout deck of the next format, right? This is the one that Saffron Olive was on as well. It hits for 1, go up to speed 2. We hit Aftermath Analyst. We'll go Demo Field Analyst. Playing Bill out without a land drop is low value if they have a removal spell like Cut Down. Hit a land, so there is value in activating the Analyst later for that the low value of 1 land. Are they cutting down here? No, they're doing Corrupt Conviction. Sack a body, draw 2. Okay. They're doing it again. Sacking a body, draw 2. Good value. Gets a 1/1 out of it. They've got the sack out there here. We need to kill this. Giving all their creatures -1/-1 would be actually really good right now, but can't do that. And also, they just grow Bartolome. We didn't hit the black source, which is really frustrating. I think I have the demo field here so we can untap and poison the waters. Force them to sack into this. So that they're not all in play when the Blood Artist comes down. We can also play the Vine Lasher here and then have access to like Aftermath Analyst and Divine Lasher next turn. Maybe Spelunking. Maybe we should go back to Spelunking for this deck. But that's what I need to do. Guess we then want some sort of Go for the Throat so we can like raff their board of the 1/1s, force it all onto this, then kill it. But again, we won't be able to do both of those things because we don't have access to 2 black sources. Our mana's kind of low-key bad. I think I want to play some more... there's a Sephiroth. Okay, so now they have the ability to sack a creature, draw a card here, ping us for 1. And now I'll give all creatures -1/-1 isn't so hot. We kind of need to combo kill them ASAP. If they give a second Blood Artist effect, we're just dead. Well, we're not just dead. That's a bit of an exaggeration. Poison the Waters doesn't do enough here. So we go Bristly Bill. We go Forest. Ping them for 1. Put a counter on Bill himself. Play Tifa. Now, next time when we activate Analyst, we do get 2 lands, 2 triggers, 2 growths to Tifa, 2 pings. Gets us pretty close. No attacks. If we hit Fabled Passage, we're in like magical Christmas land, basically. But like I said, if they have another Blood Artist effect, we aren't dead that turn. I was being kind of hyperbolic. They'd have as many bodies in play for the combo turn as when Seth did it. Also, they'd use their like bodies that replace themselves with bodies by sacking them to create Conviction to draw cards. So they've already sort of like cashed in that value, if you will. There's another Blood Artist. There's another body that replaced itself. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 3 pings there. Flip Sephiroth, get the emblem. They're doing Annihilation Glare, which is going to kill Tifa. So our win con is kind of gone now. So we have 1 green mana for the Snakeskin Valley. Sack the bot, draw a card, make a 1/1. Ping us for 2. They can even sack more stuff here to... I should have blocked, but they would flip it, I think, because it exiles itself to flip. Oh, they transform into... It doesn't even exile it, it's transformed into a 5/5. Blocking would have been actually horrendous because we lost our creature. They have a Blood Artist emblem now and a Blood Artist, and we've drawn another legendary creature. Woof. Not good. Not good. Our deck just can't beat the aristocrats thing. Pings us for ours as well. We're on 7. They have a 5/5 flyer, 2 Blood Artists. A sack out there. The game was on and over, should I say. If we had a Tifa here, we'd be in a good spot, but we don't. They block Blood Artist, sack it, sure. Takes us to 5, and then they can kill us with... Okay, absolute dog shit performance from us. I don't think my deck's very good. Maybe we need to make it more combo-tastic. Maybe I need to be actually attacking the hand. Maybe I need better mana to duress and Poison the Waters than earlier on to look at the hand even, because Poison the Waters' second mode is and Disruption to find the Sephiroth. I think that's where I should have been at. So we're going to go back in. We're going to fix our mana. I'm actually not a fan of these tap lands here. This Midgar is not good. Neither is this Zanakar land. Like, the Spell Plus land is very, very good. Like, it's a very good thing in theory, like for Commander or some shit, right? But here, I would rather just have a land that comes into play tapped some of the time, and then just allows us to cast our spells, basically. Like, I'd rather have the Surveil land for the card quality, or the Blossoming Marsh that is tapped in the later game when we just don't give a shit, because almost our spells cost 3 or less. Is there any other land we want to play over another forest? We're going to cut 2 forests for 2 Llanowar Wastes. And now we can cast our black spells. I think originally I was trying to play basics because I was trying to play, like, search your deck for basics and put them into play or into your hand. And most of those effects suck. I guess we are still playing that with Fabled Passage. I can't remember if we've got 1 copy of the Fenrir summons still in our deck. So we are still playing some of those effects, but that's why I was so basic heavy. Because I thought there might be situations where we're trying to combo off and might struggle to have enough lands in our deck. But it ended up not being the case, and it took me a while to realise that we need to adjust the mana base accordingly. The other thing that I saw someone suggesting that we play is Ordeal of Nylea. Which puts counters on her. And I guess if we have counters on her already, this works for Mossborn Hydra too. We get to get lands. Yeah, I don't think we need Blossoming Tortoise or Fenrir, and we're going to play 2 Ordeals. Yeah, let's give that a go. We've got a fellow Johnny enjoyer over there. Right, already our mana looks better. We've got Bristly Bill plus a removal spell. I'm going to keep this with the custom card selection. We don't really have a combo as such. We are a combo deck, but I think it's better than a lot of the hands I've been keeping. I think my hands have been letting me down more so than the deck. They're on a Vine Lasher deck as well. I think I just kill that now. I don't want to get combo killed by a Vine Lasher deck. How embarrassing that would be as a Vine Lasher deck, am I right? Bristly Bill, absolutely. We also are on the Bristly Bill. Maybe we should have held the cut down for the Tifa, but I'm scared of Vine Lasher. They got a Chocobo, the one that we're not playing. They cut down our Bristly Bill. Yeah, I'm starting to think the cut down was too keen. Maybe our removal should be permanent base, so Cachet Grab can grab it. Because right now, if we see her go for the throat, we can't grab it. So we should have like other things. Let's go Vine Lasher. Let's go Arishan City. Let's go Cachet Grab. Let's hit Demolition Field, and Traveling Chocobo. I think Traveling Chocobo is our path to victory here if they don't have removal spells for the Iridescent Vine Lasher. In for 6. No blocks, go to 11. Oh, that hurts. Nissa. No land drop from them. Okay, so we've got Vine Lasher, Chocobo. Chocobo with Fabled... So I think we Vine Lasher here with Offspring, and then try and combo kill them with Traveling Chocobo to fail pass with 3 Iridescent Vine Lashers in play next turn. That's 1 damage per Vine Lasher, there's 3 of them. That means fail passage is normally 6, but it's doubled as 12. Yes, we go offspring this, play a mortuary, shoot them for 3 down to 16. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It's not lethal though, is it? We don't want the duress off the top, that's for sure. No attacks. No land drop from them is what we want to see here. Do I just take 9? No blocks. I'm going to take 9. Go to 2. Elves from them. Tifa from them. That's a trampler for next turn. That's a problem. Okay. Oh, what do we do here then? So we go Chocobo. We go Fabled Passage. Make a load of landfall triggers. It's not enough. If they get no land drop, can we block enough to survive? And then what? Kill them with Tifa? They're on 4. We have 5 blockers, they have 5 attackers. No attacks. Please don't play a land. If they play a land, they put count on Tifa and double the power, and then we're dead. Which becomes a 12-12. A 12-2, sorry. A 12-4 if it's a failed passage. I guess if they don't play field pass to play a normal land, we have a chance of not just dying to the attack. Okay. Right then. We don't want to die here. So, block like this. Block like this. Is that my blocks? I get to untap with a Vine Lasher on a Tifa. The not drawing a 4th land is criminal, and that's happened to us multiple times as well. They have a blocker. We drew a land. We go cachet grab. We're looking for a Fabled Passage here. We don't get it. We do get a Neodus and Vine Lasher though, so we can go Vine Lasher with Offspring. Mortuary. Ping them for 3. Put the Llanowar Waste in the bin. Double Tifa's power. Go to attacks and go like that. Okay. That was close. That was real close. And it was mainly because Philippa never drew the 4th land, which we saw. I don't know if we saw that off camera. I had that issue a lot because my land count's quite low because I'm playing Llanowar Elves. I ended up cutting the Elves to play more lands to avoid that problem. But yeah, we got quite lucky there wasn't a 4th land drop on like 3 of those turns. Like, really lucky. We're playing it Sephiroth himself, being all sexy and L'Oreal. 3 lands, Iridescent Vine Lasher, Analyst, and a Traveling Chocobo. Let's go. We're going to go Blooming Marsh into Vine Lasher. We can hit another land drop in our drawers. We can play the Failed Passage on turn 4 untapped and have a real good time. There's an argument that playing the Vine Lasher without Offspring was way better. But this way, at least, we're curving. Ping them for 1, make an Analyst, I think. Analyst, away. Sun, Pillow, Fort into Lava Spur Boots. Down the red white equipment deck. Kind of scary. We saw it. I think we saw it. I played against quite a bit before camera went on. So I think you guys saw it absolutely smash me earlier with a really fast start. Yes, I forgot the Doomblade, right? And ridiculed myself. I played the wrong land on turn 1 and couldn't kill the Kemba and just got double striked the fuck out. Got knocked out like a young Ute in an Aztec car park. Kellen the Fabler is going to search for an aura equipment. It looks so jolly. When you right click on this, it becomes a white spell over here. Ain't that cool? What does he do when he's in play? Double strike other creatures can trigger +1/+0 for each aura they have, and they drew a chainsaw. Rum rum. Okay. I guess I play Tifa and get them to change to the Tifa, knowing full well that Traveling Chocobo is our best thing here. Because Tifa is scary, right? Ping them, double her power, doesn't really matter. Because they have to deal with Tifa because of what she can do, but then we have the Vine Lasher, like, Chocobo combo. 3rd land drop from them. We're going to see a chainsaw and probably nothing for 1 mana. On the Tifa. Did we lure it out? We did. A lightning rod for removal. Oh, they had a halberd for 1 mana. They have so many equipment. Alright, I think I'm going to crack this now. We don't have a Tifa in play anymore, so I'm going to crack this now. Just have access to 3 mana next turn if we don't draw a land. Getting double black for the Blood Goss that we don't have in our deck anymore, because I'm thinking back to what we had before. Here's a Chocobo. Land on top, please. Come on. No. Okay, in for 2. The Poison the Waters is pretty good for hitting their hand to have a look for like equipment and shit that they've got in there. Hits creatures and artifacts. We can also attack with this 1/3. They can block with no equipment attached, take a damage and kill it with Poison the Waters. They kill our Analyst too. Maybe we don't want to do that. Oh, they've got a halberd on there anyway. Okay. We did not find a land. So I guess I analyst to try and find a land on top. Yeah, I think that's what I do. Top of the library now has a forest on it and a failed passage in the bin. So next turn we can analyst, which is actually very good. So Vine Lasher trigger, thanks to the Chocobo having 2 triggers. We'll take a look at their hand. Because nothing in play right now is truly scary. The Buster Sword and Freon. A creature you control have haste. When you control enters, create a token that's a copy of it, except it has this blah, 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 blah for less. Pay 3, equip Chainsaw, get into the red zone, right? If they play Buster Sword, they can equip it next turn. Which is scarier, Freon or the Buster Sword? I think it's the Buster Sword. It's +3 power on a double striker, and they get to draw cards and cast spells for free. It's definitely the Buster Sword. Buster Sword is so unbelievably good there. That was a clutch Poison the Waters. Absolutely. Human, sure. They equip the Chainsaw, vroom. They equip Lava Spur Boots. Which is haste, ward 1, double strike. Why is they didn't play Furion and equip the boots? Because he would also get bonuses from the Kellen, right? 5/3 double striker. I'm just gonna say no blocks. Take 10. I didn't want to block with analyst and have the other analyst like killed with a 1-mana removal spell that I don't know about. Okay, how many lands in our bin? I should have checked that before I didn't block. 1, 2, 3. Only 3. Okay. Chainsaw gets powered up. We hit 3 lands. We shoot them for 6. Putting them to 4. Maybe keep them cast cut down up for Furion was correct. No attacks because it says vigilance. Yeah, maybe I meant to play a Chocobo, keep cut down up, block, jump, aftermath analyst into here. Okay, now he's an 8/4 with lifelink. Oh, they didn't give him haste. Okay, if they gave him haste and attacked me, I think that was game over, right? Well, I'll take it. God knows. Wait, how the fuck did they pay for that? Huh? Oh, Mirrodin gives it +1. Okay, sure. Sure. Take 8 on this side, take 9 on this side. Either way, they're lifelinking. I probably should have analyst sorcery instant speed with a block. That'd have been significantly better. Take 8, go to 2. They go to 15 here. 13. Maybe keeping the analyst alive was better because we get these failed passages back. Okay. Chocobo. Crack a fabled passage. Hit a forest. 3 triggers. Taking them to 10. We did find a land out of our library, I think, to win this. Vine Lasher with Offspring. Crack this fabled passage. Find the last basic land on our deck. And we find a land out of our library. Maybe we get this. We actually found a land out of our library. How much damage is this? It's 3 damage per 1. That's 9, right? Oh, the machine gun, baby. Play demo field, shoot him for another 9. Find another land on top. Never didn't have it, chat. Comment section, never didn't have it. Good game. That was an interesting game. I missed the interaction here. I was confused and what was going on. We interacted with them. We took the Buster Sword. We threw it in the bin. Is that lore accurate? Does this clown man with a pot full of tie-dye materials, does he remove the Buster Sword from Cloud's hands via the careful application of poison? Tell me in the comment section below. All right, one more time, as Daft Punk would say, look at that background image. I love that. That's from Final Fantasy VIII. Okay, we've got 3 lands, Vine Lasher, Aftermath Analyst, or Deal, I guess. Yeah, sure. No, oh, this is finding basics. Oh no, I've cut all the basics and now we're finding basics. God, I'm bad at this game. Here's a Vine Lasher. Again, ramming it on turn 1, right onto the board, Raw Dog. Might not be the correct line. I hiccup there. I get the hiccup sometimes when I pretend I don't know what things from Final Fantasy games are. The comment section loves it too. We'll take it slow here. We'll go for Duress. Actually, yeah, we'll go for Duress in a form what we surveil. Look at their hand. What are they on? Is it white-black aristocrats? No, it's what the fuck is all this? Target you control fights target thing, remove a law counter, put a law counter, sure. Additional cost, sacrifice a creature, charm exile target creature. Revive the ancestors 4 mana, create some spirits, distribute some counters, creatures you control gain a little trample and lifelink. The Huntsman's Redemption, god, this is old. This is from Wilds of Eldraine. Create a beast, you may sacrifice a creature. If you do, fly for basic land. Yada, yada, yada. Neither of these do anything right now, so I think I take the 3-drop one. Surveil 1. Ping them for 1. Top of our library. What do we find? Cachet Grab. Sure. I love Cachet Grab more than I probably should. They played Welcome to Sweet Tooth, which they didn't have in hand. So that was what they drew. Demo Field will ping them. Their spells are quite intense in terms of mana cost. I'm wondering to Demo Field them here. Because they're going to exile my creature next turn. I could also go for throw this to stop them from exiling it. That's also a thing. Go for throwing a fucking 1/1 seems so bad though, doesn't it? Let's go cash grab. Find another iridescent lad. I want the traveling chocobo, but I think I take the iridescent lad because I got a removal spell. Play the iridescent lad. And then get in the red zone for 1. Okay. Oh, I'm thinking long and hard because I don't know what any of these cards do. Some of them are Final Fantasy cards. Some of them are cards from Duskmourn I don't remember seeing. I don't remember this art at all. And it looks so much like my mum. They've made a food. Next turn, this makes this into a 2-2, which means it can fight using the fight ability into one of these. I guess the moment they target this with this, we go for the throw hit. That might be a necessity. If we can hit a 4th land drop just to go Aftermath, Analyst, and keep go for the throw up, I'll be very happy. Banes with a big bubbly crystalline, looks like an anal wart to me. Maybe I should go to the doctors. Firing off the final Revengeance now and exiling me. Oh, I can exile enchantments too, just sacrifice enchantments. Not realised that. That would have been embarrassing if I killed this with a go for the throw when that happened, wouldn't it? We hit a land drop, but it's a tapped one, which is fine. Let's go surveilling and pinging. What do we find on top? Go for the throw. We don't want another one. So the second one, oh, I could hardly eat the first. We're going to hit them for 1 with Iridescent Vine Lasher here. Our bin now has exactly 2 lands in it. 1 is a Veiled Passage though, but it's not very exciting. Hit them for 1. Our deck isn't really doing anything this game. We're going to demo field one of their multicolor lands, probably the Bleachbrain Verge or the Lush Portico. 3 1/1s and then 3 1/1 counters. Sure. Let's go Forest. Let's go demo field this thing. This sorcery here, we're gonna knew it would go for the throw, I think. I think that's our plan here. I should have took them off black in case they haven't got a swamp. That was silly. Oh god, I only have 2 more basic lands in my deck. Magic is hard. No attacks. They're on 12. There's 3 lands in our bin. Drawing a Chocobo and activating the Aftermath Analyst is pretty hot. They're going to put 1/1 counters on all these 1/1s, making them 2/2s. Such is life. You gonna fight me, bruh? You gonna fight me? I dares ya. Fucking dares you. That's how we talk on the streets of London. I'm not even from London. I'm actually much further south. I live in the sea. Here we go. Target creature control. Fight target creature and opponent controls. Remove a law counter from a saga. Put a law counter on target saga. Okay, so they're going to get to put counters on it again next turn. If we kill this, though, the fight still doesn't happen because there's no creature to do the fighting. Our Vine Lasher will live to lash another day. Oh, you remove and add. Oh, they big. They fucking big. Okay, Vine Lasher is now dead. They're big again. Jesus Christ, everything's getting so big. They get trampled on lifelink next turn, by the way. That's certainly something. Right, it's fine. The wheels have firmly fell off the bus. It's past 9 o'clock at night. What am I doing here? That's it. That's game, right? Trample and lifelink. Good game. Good game. So this thing seems quite good with some of these. It's like quite a good effect. I'm impressed. I will pass the turn back to them so they can hit us. That's the good-mannered thing to do in the early access event. No attacks. God, this classic Theros draft uncommon that I never cast in this video. Oh god, they're cracking their food. An embarrassment of riches over there. And they look like a cactus swastika. I know it's the other way around and it's for peace. I know. I don't think we're really set up to actually fight the Saga decks very well. We should probably have something in our deck that can destroy enchantments, like Canker Bloom style effects of some description, but it does water down your general combo game plan, but I think we have got space. We've got a lot of chaff in here. I'm still not sure if this is any good, for example. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you found this at least mildly interesting. I'm enjoying playing with these new cards, but I enjoy playing with all new cards. Are you enjoying playing with the new cards, or are they too expensive for you to play with? Who knows? You do. You can tell me in the comment section below. Ta-ta for now. Ta-ta for now.